Hi, good afternoon from sunny Manchester. It's a lovely day today. Gigi's guarding the street as usual. Let me see if I can show you him. Woo! Sorry if I'm making you all dizzy. There he is, guarding the street. The postman's been, so you know we don't have to watch out for the postman. Although I still haven't got my eye sorter yet, and I'm absolutely covered in Gigi hair because we just had a little rest in the chair and a little nap. Hey, I'm 71, I can have a little nap in the afternoon. I'm entitled to a little nap. Anyway, thank you all for your comments. I've read a lot of them. I haven't responded to them, but I have read a lot of them, so thank you very much. I'm going to take on board what you've all been saying. And yes, there is a knitting group somewhere near me, but unfortunately they're all early birds and I'm just not an early bird. They meet about 10 o'clock in the morning, and Gigi and I, we don't snap to it first thing in the morning. If it was an afternoon meeting, I may go down, I may, but not mornings. I don't do mornings. What have I got? Well, I've got 2 letters came in the post today. One is for the 10th of May, that's my pain examination to see whether or not I'm going to get an injection in my spine. So that's the 10th of May. And then I've got another one for the 24th of April. And that's for my toesies, my little toesies. I still haven't got my physiotherapy thing through yet. So we'll have to wait and see for that. Postman brought me a cardigan pattern. I bought it because I actually love the edging on that. It's not so much that I might use it on the cardigan itself, but it is a very nice edging if you've made a plain sweater. You know, it's not as... I know all of you like my Rabundier sweater, the one I'd have in red, the one that has the big sleeves that get everywhere. And I do love the bottom edging, it's quite sweet, but it's just a little bit flouncy for me. So I thought, well, that was the next one, best one to it. It doesn't actually sort of stick out and flounce, but it would be quite nice as a nice edging on something rather plain. Oh gosh, I'm covered in dog hair. That's the beauty of my little sweetie. He sheds like crazy, even though they brush him. What am I doing? Well, the back. Oops, I've got bits of crochet stuck everywhere. The back, as you can see, hasn't grown any. That's the way up it is. Hasn't grown any. But I have actually finished both of the sleeves. Now, I think I explained to you in one of the other videos why I decided to do the sleeves. I don't know why, I sort of had this panicky feeling when I was doing the back, because somebody asked me where I got this from, the Maypole double knit. I got mine from Kemp's and they had it on a reduction, but they don't have any more of it. And I'd only bought a set amount of yarn in this colour, so when I was doing it in like one ball, I did that. So I'm like going to need 2 balls before I even do the decreasing for the waistline. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, it's not going to look right if it has short sleeves, but it would look okay if it had a slightly shorter bodywork, yeah? So that's why I decided to do the sleeves. There's method in my madness. Method in my madness. I still haven't done anything about Etsy as yet. The giraffe still hasn't given birth, but I'm not glued to her quite the same. I'm sort of going off for a bit now. She doesn't hurry up soon. I'm getting really bored with her now. Yeah, we've got the back door open so that Gigi can go in and out at will. As you can hear, I've still got the froggy bit, which is great, isn't it? But I am determined I'm going to at least do some dusting and some hoovering after this video has been finished. I've been watching the ones who are doing the Veda every day. I don't know how long I can keep this up because I really don't have anything to say except to say thank you for all the ideas. I am feeling much better. Still not quite motivated, but I'm getting there. I'm beginning to think I'm very seasonal. I know I suffer from SAD, but when the sun's shining I feel so much better. I just wish it would bring some warmth. We're getting the sunshine and we're getting the brightness. And if you noticed, I started feeling a little bit better since the clocks went forward. I don't know whether it's because I've got more lighter hours than I did before. But definitely. And I think I said it's my elder niece's birthday today. So I know she doesn't watch me, but happy birthday anyway if you're watching. I've got to wrap her present up. I've got it, but I've got to wrap it up for her. I got a thank you from my younger niece. I don't know whether I mentioned what I got for her. I got her a wine glass with happy 40th birthday Catherine on it. Because I couldn't think what to get for her. When, you know, she lives in London, so I don't see her that often, so I'm not in tune with what, you know, she wears fashion-wise, or, you know, what she uses cosmetic-wise. So it's a little bit more difficult for me to choose something to buy for her. I mean, my elder niece, I see her quite frequently, so I've got a bit more, you know, intuition as to what she actually, oh, excuse me, off in an itch, actually wears, yeah. And what she actually likes. Although I might not have got it right. I'm not saying what her present is because that would spoil it. I'll tell you tomorrow maybe, or whenever she's picked it up. It's nothing very excitable, but I find it difficult to buy presents for grown-up people. As I said before, when you can go out shopping, you go into the shops and you see things and you think, oh, that is just her, yeah. But when you're stuck at home and that, you just don't have the same inspiration, do you really, you know? And yes, I do go out and about to people who worry about me. I go out on my scooter, so I do get fresh air and I do go out and around. But it's just not the same, is it, when you've just got the same few shops to go around the village with, you know? We don't have that many varieties of shops in there. Got an awful lot of cafes. I could have my choice of coffee. Start again. I could have my choice of cafes and my choice of coffee, I suppose, yeah. Got a lot of those. We've got a lot of charity shops, but they are not like your thrift shops. There's mostly just clothing and crockery, ornaments, things like that. We do not have the, you know, things that you want to call useful things. Things that I could use in my display purposes. Things that I could use when I get my craft room done. I don't have, they don't sell that sort of stuff. They do sell furniture, obviously, but you know, not what I'm looking for. I'm on the lookout for a new sofa, but that's not absolutely vital, because when I sit down on this sofa, I have terrible trouble to get back up again. I have to sit on the edge of it, near to my recliner chair, so I can pull myself up. But if I sit on the recliner chair, it's like got this window behind it, and people say I've got like this halo around my head and they can't see me. So, you know, I don't want you thinking I'm all ethereal. So I need to go now and wash the dishes, and I definitely need to dust in here and to hoover. As for Etsy, I don't think I'm going to get around to it today. One never knows. I'm so bad for my business, aren't I? People could be out there waiting to buy my stuff, hopefully. And I'm here having it all in a pile and not listing it. I've still not even put the tassel on the latest shawl. The yarn's over there, the shawl's here, but I still haven't put the tassels on it. This is me. When I finish crocheting, I think, that's finished now. Whether it's sewn together or whether it's got buttons on it, it's finished as far as I'm concerned. And I'm free to start something else. And it's the little things that, you know, get me, like the buttons being stitched on it. Or there can be one end that I've missed stitching an end in. But to me it's finished, you know, it's like I've done with that now. And it's the same with listing it on Etsy. I should really list each one as I do each one. And not wait when I've got about half a dozen or more. And now I've got half a dozen of mine, and I've got, I don't know how many of Sue's. I think there's about 5 or 6 of Sue's neckerchiefs to put on there. I was talking about this with Grace the other day. That's, I think she's just Grace Babcock, I think. Don't think she's got her name on her YouTube. Anyway, I was talking to her about this, saying I find it really difficult, you know, to describe my things. I think it's my upbringing, where you're brought up not to blow your own trumpet, and it's not nice to be too self-obsessed or whatever. So I find it very difficult to do a description of my shawls or something like that. You know, to say this beautiful shawl or this simply scintillating shawl or whatever. You know, I find it difficult to go past, it's a shawl, you know, which isn't exactly what you might call selling it to the people. So I'm going to have to get over that. I'm going to have to pretend that they're not mine and I'm looking at them from a different angle. I'm looking at them as if, you know, you've always got this sort of fear that your things are not good enough. Although I like to think that they are good enough, and people tell me that they are good enough. But there's always this doubt, isn't there? You know, when you're looking at something thinking, did I do the best possible job that I could? But then again, I look on Etsy and I look into some people's shops and I think, are they crazy trying to sell that? It looks so bad. That's all I can describe it as. And yet I look in their sales and they're selling them, and I'm thinking, to me they look so unprofessional. They don't look finished off right, you know, well or anything like that. And I'm thinking, well, they must have something because they're selling them. Maybe they do the right colours, maybe they do everything like that. People are always asking me, you know, for advice, and I'm thinking, well, you know, you'd be better off asking advice from somebody who's a fantastic seller, who sells everything she puts on her Etsy, gets sold, you know. I'd love to be that person. But then again, would I? Because then I would be put under pressure to actually... This is why I don't encourage people to ask me for things that I don't want to make. Yes, I've got somebody who's asked me for a virus shawl, that's fine. Don't mind doing that. But you know, when you get people who say, will you do me a size whatever cardigan in black, and I'm thinking, not really wanting to do that. Or, you know, a certain thing that I'm just not enthralled with. In fact, it's a pattern I love doing, like this cardigan pattern, which I don't know where I put the pattern now. But, you know, you've seen it before, haven't you? Yeah, I love doing that pattern. And I'll do that over and over. And there's certain other ones, like the Doris Chamwells, I'll do those over and over. I love them. But then you get asked for something a bit out of my comfort zone. And I'm really bad about that, yeah. But, never mind. I'm starting thinking now towards summer. It's hard for me to think about summer because we have so little summer. So I forget that a lot of my sales are with the US, and they do have a summer. So I think I should start thinking no more long sleeves. I should Oh, do you know what's wrong with my teeth today? My teeth belong to other people. I should start thinking about summer. Short sleeve tops and summer. I need to go through my patterns again, and I need to, you know, get them sorted out. I just haven't done anything. I think what it is I'm waiting for the craft room to be done. And I know it's not going to get done, and it's not my son's fault. I'm not blaming him at all. I would rather that he, you know, had a job and was working and things like that. But it's just a bit sort of, I feel like I'm marking time a little bit. And I've got lots of offers to help me when I actually get, you know, the craft room. As to actually moving things and putting them in the right place. Sue's offered to help me. Kelly's offered to help me. And a lot of people have offered to help me, but of course they don't live near. But, so anyway, that's my April 2nd, my Veda. It's not going to last. I just know it's not going to last. Sorry, it's not April 2nd, is it today? It's April 3rd. That's how with it I am, isn't it? It's April the 3rd. I don't know whether I said the 2nd at the beginning of the video, but it's the 3rd. Anyway, I'm going to go now, and I'm going to wash my dishes, wash my pots, as I say, and put some water in my flowers. They're looking a little bit jaded now, the flowers I got, but for Mother's Day, but they are still looking beautiful, yeah. It's just a little bit sad for themselves. It's alright, I'm looking that way because I'm actually looking at them, because they are so pretty. My daffodils are in the kitchen, so that I've got something to look at when I'm washing up. Anyway, thank you all so much for all your comments. I'm about 3 videos behind in answering the comments, but that doesn't mean to say I haven't read them. It's just I've been feeling a bit lazy for answering them, but I will. You've all taken the trouble to put lovely comments for me and suggestions for me, so I am going to reply. It's only polite to reply. So I don't want to reply, because I do appreciate each and every one of your comments. I love reading the comments. You're all so kind, you're all so nice, and you're all full of lovely suggestions. And I do think the sunshine and the vitamin D is a good idea as well. I can't believe the difference in me between a rainy day and between a sunny day. Yeah. Oh, and I did get confirmed what I've been suspecting for a while. I do have fibromyalgia. So it's not going to change my life. It's not going to do anything. It's just I like to have it confirmed that that's why I have flare-ups. And, you know, now you know what it is. You can cope, can't you? I always think with me, it's the not knowing. It's the wondering if I've got this or the wondering if I've got that. But once I know, yes, you've got this, or yes, you've got that, I can move along. I can cope with it. And something else to put on my CV, isn't it? My health CV. She's got this, tick. She's got that, tick. She's got that, tick. I just like to have a label, yeah? Doesn't mean to say I'm going to be any different. Doesn't mean to say I'm going to chat any different. It's not going to make any difference to my life than it was before. I knew what it was. But hey ho. I know that loads of you out there have got far worse things than me. So the last thing you want is to hear me moaning. So I'm not going to moan. I'm going to go now and put my hands in some warm water and finally wash the dishes. Sort out my recycling and put it into the appropriate bin. Because tomorrow it will be 1 bin day. We're so good here. We only get once every 3 weeks or something. We get our bins emptied. We get a bin emptied every week, but it's a different bin every week, if you know what I mean. So I don't know which one it is tomorrow. It could be what? The waste paper bin, I think it could be tomorrow. and I've got quite a few envelopes and things, so I need to get that sorted out. Anyway, so far you've had 3 days of me with this Veda business. I'm not promising you're going to get any more. If I'm in the mood, you'll get more. If I'm not in the mood, you won't see me. So, bye for now. Hope you're having as much lovely sunshine as I'm having. Those of you with snow, so sorry, but don't give it to me. I don't like snow. Don't do snow. So, bye for now. Bye everybody. Bye.